Hello, my name is Ryan Johnson. Welcome to episode 6 of the Shoulder Button Boys, a video game podcast. With me today, I have Marty Isaacs.
Hello.
Matt Lawrence.
Hello.
And Adriano Petty.
Hello.
So we're going to start off with what we're playing. Can be any console.
That way this time.
Adriano, you're going first.
All right. I am still playing Sleeping Dogs.
Did you mention that last week?
Yes,
Okay.
I started it like a day before we did the last episode. And my opinion of it's still the same.
Which was?
I'm pretty sure I said like it's okay as like a quick little fix game.
Yeah.
But
Kind of like GTA, but...
yeah, the controls are...
Yeah, you told me about your problems with the controls.
I remember last week I crucified one of the mini games for it, but I'm finding the other mini games. I'm finding like mini games actually pretty fun now.
Yeah, that's good. And Matt Lawrence.
I'm currently playing the new Skyrim DLC, Hearthfire, and as also Dynasty Warriors Next on my Vita. Downloaded that. That's some good stuff. But Hearthfire is definitely worth the. I think it's like $5. It's 400 points anyway.
Yeah.
And that's some definitely good stuff. They really it's a good first attempt at their home building. You have to actually make some pretty hard decisions at what you want in your house, because there's 3 wings in addition to your main hall, and each wing actually you can only choose 3 different items to put there, so 2 different buildings. There's 3 different attachments, so like bedrooms or wizard's tower or whatever, but those 3 are unique to each wing. So there's 3 different attachments you can put on, and there's 9 total.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome, actually.
Now, what are the perks of having a house? I mean, you can buy houses in Whiterun, the different holds. What's the purpose of having your own built house?
The purpose of having your own is it's significantly bigger, for one.
Okay.
It's out in the middle of nowhere, and you can actually add things on the outside. And like I said, with the different wings, so like I'm a mage character, so I went to each one, and what you do is you start out with a small cottage, and then you build a main hall, which is again like just as big as any of the other houses, so it's already bigger. The house is already bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's 3 wings, so you have your north, west, and east wing. And then you get to choose 1 attachment per wing, and there's 3 unique choices for each. So since I'm a mage character, I got to choose like the library. That's like what I chose. Like you can choose anything, the library, and then I chose a couple other things. I think it was the Enchanter's Tower and the Wizard's Tower. And then I can also plant things in my own garden now for my alchemy supplies and stuff like that. So it's a lot better.
Cool. So is that Matt Lawrence approved DLC?
That's Matt Lawrence approved right there.
Is that the Xbox or the PS3 version?
Oh, that would be only Xbox, because apparently they don't know how to develop for the PS3.
Does that make you want to? Does Hearthfire make you want to get Skyrim? Then?
Yeah, I'm leaning towards it.
Okay, cool.
That and Twitter.
That and Twitter. Marty.
I've been playing Dead Island.
Oh man,
Again,
like three
come on,
episodes
man.
What
in a
the
row.
hell?
3 episodes in a row in Dead Island. I can't get enough of it.
No one's
Can't.
ever said that in the history of the world.
I popped in Modern Warfare 3 today too, and I felt gross.
Bad game.
Well, it's because you were playing Dead Island. That's why.
Yeah.
The grossness carried over.
But no, I actually went to the store and got some iTunes money and downloaded a bunch of apps,
Okay, cool.
because that's supposed to be my job.
Yeah, we got a segment up here on for you coming up too.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, and I played the Mass Effect DLC Leviathan, which was really, really good. I thought it reveals a lot of interesting facts that you might not have known, and adds a lot more lore to the Mass Effect universe.
Is it like a continuation of like, because there's like the alternate ending now, right?
No, this would happen before. It's a quest before the ending of the game. So
Oh, okay.
It's not an alternate ending. The endings still happen.
they added on to
They're
it.
just adding in information that
Oh, okay.
otherwise was assumed.
But this one is really cool. I don't want to spoil anything for you, so go get it. It's really cool. If you love Mass Effect.
I'm not gonna put it on the disc again. I'll just wait. When I eventually do the FemShep Renegade run through.
You can run through all the DLC?
Yeah.
Okay, that brings us to Marty's new segment, Apps with Marty.
Apps with Marty.
Take it away, Marty.
If you're a frequent listener of the show, you may know that I didn't know you had to pay taxes on apps, so there wasn't a sufficient amount of cash to buy the app that I wanted last couple of weeks. But now I got some money, and I downloaded 3 apps that you may want to check out. What's today? Friday?
Yeah.
Yesterday, September 6th, the Avengers Initiative app was released. And it's $7, and you get to play as Hulk. If you've played Infinity Blade, this is basically an Infinity Blade ripoff, starring the Hulk.
Oh, Infinity Blade inspired.
It's a rip-off.
Okay.
I'm saying it now. It's a rip-off. And it's actually a pretty great game. Controls are a little off, but it has full voiceovers in the cutscenes. I found out it's actually voiced by the characters from the animated series, and I looked it up, and I don't think there's an Avengers animated series, so I'm assuming they're talking about Avengers: Earth Mightiest Heroes, which is a great show if you haven't seen it. But yeah, it's $7, and there's the promise of more characters to come for free. I'm assuming
The first one is the Hulk, right?
the first one's a Hulk. In the cutscenes, it shows the position of where all the characters are at the moment. Basically, the Avengers split up to tackle different missions. And on the side, there's Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Black Widow, and Doctor Strange.
Man. There you go.
So I'm pretty excited about Doctor Strange if that's some hint towards which characters they're going to release. But I recommend this app. It's a pretty steep price of $7 though. And I also, just a bit of contrast here, I downloaded the Justice League app. This was released mid-August. I don't remember the exact date, but it's got a kick-ass theme song. I'm just gonna play that for a second.
That is not going to play back good when we're done.
That's
no,
all
it
right.
should. It's nothing speaking, so we'll see what it sounds like.
Very different game. It's kind of a top-down view, and basically you select your mission, and then you select which character you want. You can be any character you want, which is pretty solid. I chose Batman, so throwing batarangs all day. Not as beautiful looking as the Avengers app, but it is also cheaper. It's about $3, but it's also a good buy if you're a Justice League fan. And the third app we have to look at. Oh no, I'm not sure on how to pronounce this one. It's Nihilumbre. Nihilimbrum. Libra.
A for effort.
A for effort, yeah. It's very it's limbo-esque. It's very melancholy. I felt like an emo playing it. Basically, the game starts out and it says you are born, and then you're just little blobs, cute little blob with a little black blob with white eyes. And as you're scrolling across, it's a scroller, and it'll say phrases, very messed up phrases like "You were not supposed to be born," "You were nothing,"
Oh, it just talks down.
"This
to you.
world's gonna eat you alive." It's
Jeez.
talking down. I felt very emo playing it, but it's a very interesting game. It's also $3, and I recommend it. A game I don't recommend is the Thor app that's out there. I'm not sure when this was released, and frankly, I don't care. But it was previously $2.99. Right now it's free for a limited time. I don't know how limited that is.
Is it worth the free price at least?
It is not worth the free price.
Holy man!
That's bad.
You played a bit of it.
I played the whole first level.
You were really enjoying it today. You were making sound effects while you're playing it.
I gave up after 5 seconds and handed it over to him, and he played the rest of the level.
Got your achievement and everything.
It's not Game Center supported, I don't think.
No,
So that
so-
achievement meant nothing to me. So yeah, go get the Justice League, go get Avengers, go get the one that starts with the letter N. Nihilobra. But don't get Thor.
Okay.
And
good
that's
stuff.
that's Apps with Marty for
That's
the
Apps
week.
with Marty. Cool.
Thor, it was updated on September 4th. It's no listed release.
Now, are these only iOS titles?
The Avengers is also available on Android.
It's good stuff.
Matt Lawrence, our Android correspondent,
Hey now.
always promoting the non-Apple products. But let's move on to our first topic. This is something that I really don't like. This is no single player only games, and this is what EA has said. So that would mean all of their games coming out are going to have a multiplayer component. What do you guys think about this?
I think multiplayer
said,
is thrown
Marty.
together.
Yeah.
Like,
Sorry,
so-
Matt?
I said I think multiplayer is just kind of thrown together nowadays. Like, here's
That's-
team
that's
deathmatch.
true.
It's so bad now. Like,
There's so many games with tacked on multiplayer out there.
How many times do you guys play the multiplayer component of a mainly single player focused game?
you can't because no one's playing them. So
That's a good point. Like Assassin's Creed, that's Ubisoft, not EA, but they added a multiplayer component. It didn't really need it,
A lot of people play that though.
I heard it's fun.
It's really good actually.
Yeah.
That one's well done.
I pay for Xbox Gold, so like I tell myself I should be playing multiplayer. So I say I'm gonna do like a even amount of single player and multiplayer for whatever title I put in, whether it's Mass Effect or Assassin's Creed. Mass Effect is the only title that really put a lot of time into it.
Mm-hmm.
And other than that, I don't really care for multiplayer.
Yeah.
I'm not a multiplayer person.
Have you tried the Uncharted multiplayer?
I tried loading it up. They had just released a big update for it, and I didn't really get put into a match, and it didn't work, so I just gave up. But I expect I wouldn't like it. I don't know, but a lot of people are playing it because they have a lot of support for it. But I think there was an article a while back about Spec Ops: The Line. Do you guys remember that game?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was they were all focused on the single player, and the developer or distributor, I forget, publisher, made them add multiplayer. And the guys working on this are just like, that's ridiculous. We don't want to add multiplayer. So they did a really kind of bad job, and it's not that good.
It seems stupid if things are tacked together, and the publisher or whoever made it, like made them do it, like passes that. That just kind of makes it look bad for them. Like why would EA want to make this mandatory when they've already been like downvoted?
Yeah.
In the eyes of everyone.
Couldn't they use that money and time and put it into the single player instead of working on a less than up to par multiplayer? You know.
You would think so. Like if the developer, because the developers always, when they make a really good story, they like to gloat about that.
Mm-hmm.
But like if you tack on even like I'm a big fan of having extra features, even if I'm not going to use them. Like who cares if I can turn it off? But I mean, like
wait, you like features that you're not going to use?
Well, like I mean, like people always complain. Like say for example, when Call of Duty made that third person mode, people are like, oh my god, well who cares? You know, I don't have to play in third person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. But I mean, if Call of Duty made like a new game mode that was like really, really bad, like why even put it there?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the idea of like I want it free even though I'm not going to use it.
Okay.
Like, just knowing that it's there and I can use it if I want to.
But does EA think that this sells games? Like, do they think, oh, someone says, oh, multiplayer?
I think their logic behind it is because if it's no more use, like I think this kind of goes back to their no more use games thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you have to buy new and it's multiplayer, you and your friend have to buy 2 copies in order to enjoy it.
Oh, that's a good point.
Actually, the add-on with that is the online passes EA has.
Yeah.
So now, if it's mandatory online, it's just going to be a Diablo 3 effect, where we have to be online to play single player.
Yeah.
Remember a few weeks ago they said they're not going to have the same problems that they have with this gen consoles that they're going to carry over the next ones. I think what they meant to say is we're going to make new problems. We're going to create new complaints for people.
And me and Marty were talking about this earlier this week. The only multiplayer games that are super popular are like Call of Duty, talking strictly console, not PC, is like Call of Duty, your Halo, possibly your Gears, stuff like that.
Games that people play until the next iteration.
Yeah.
AAA games, pretty much.
Yeah, but well, in the terms like Assassin's Creed, there's not a lot of support for the multiplayer on that.
No,
it's like EA almost thinks that multiplayer is huge and everyone's playing multiplayer, but I just don't see it. I just see it in the Call of Duties, Halo, Battlefield, that kind of stuff. You know,
it just seems kind of dumb to like force developers to, like, they already have a deadline. Why make them add something? Like, I realize even if they tack it on, it's still taking time away from what they wanted to do, like single player. So now they have to throw this extra game mode on, and then the game might not be as good now.
Yep. Okay, well, let's move on to another topic here. This is Capcom. They're planning on shortening development time, releasing more games per year. So right now, on average, it's like 3 to 4 years for developing a good AAA game. They want to shorten it to like maybe like 2 years.
Yep, that's exactly what this business needs.
Yeah, exactly.
They got it right on the money.
Yeah. So this goes again to almost being like, are they going to be producing less quality games?
I don't know about you guys, but I'm not sitting here going, "Oh, I can't wait till the next Capcom game comes
I know.
out."
That's true. That's a very good point. I don't remember the last Capcom game I played, actually.
Resident Evil Director's Cut.
Dead Rising.
Okay.
Dead Rising for sure. That's a good game, but I mean,
I've never actually played the second one.
The second one's not. Second one's good, but I like Frank West.
Because there's also an arcade prequel to it, right?
Yeah, and there's also a remake of it with Frank West because everyone wanted him back.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Okay, so I actually have a quote here from Capcom. It says, "We launch sales of popular series titles held by the company approximately every 2.5 years. This is because the development of a single major title usually requires 3 to 4 years. In the event that there are few hits, it will be difficult to create a series title every year, and earnings will be adversely impacted. For this reason, it is important either to maintain a large number of popular titles or shorten the sales cycle to ensure stable earnings."
I'd rather them take the time and make a fantastic game than shell out 4 or 5 decent games.
Yeah, but here it's coming down to money again. They want the best earnings they can get, and they're losing it on these long gaps in between game launches.
Why don't you just hire more people and have 2 game teams and stagger the fantastic games?
Well, again, that's hiring more people, and companies don't like doing that apparently.
But you think about it, if you make fantastic games, you're gonna probably you can charge more for one,
Yeah.
and you can quadruple your amount of people that are gonna buy it per chance. Like,
I don't think they would ever charge more for a game. Like right now, the price point for games, like they're at what, $59 for a standard game, maybe
69
if you're lucky, 69.
69 for some titles. Like they're not gonna ever raise it higher than that because then nobody's ever gonna buy the game.
Next gen, $80 games.
No, the only $80 games, like last time was like the SNES days.
Yeah.
It used to be $80 Super Nintendo games.
Yeah, or it'll be that odd game that comes like an art book. They'll charge $80.
Unless it's a collector's edition or special
Something
edition.
like that.
But I don't think they're going to raise the price point. Like games are not going to go much higher than 59 or 69 now.
that is true. Yeah, they haven't really moved at all.
Yeah, I remember back in PS2 days, games were like $75.
I don't remember them being
There was
Yeah,
a time period, and then they went down. I remember there was a big big
It
thing.
seems to go up and down all the time. So
I don't get it.
I don't pay more than I don't ever pay more than for standard retail shelf game. I never pay more than 59 for tax for a new game.
Well, I think like the Call of Duty, I think
The Call of Duties are the
they're like
exception.
69. Aren't
Yeah,
they?
those are the exception, but never 59. Like all the games I've ever bought new have always been 59.
But why is Call of Duty 69? It's almost like you're paying for the brand, I guess, because it's like a 4 or 5 hour campaign. I guess endless multiplayer if you really enjoy it. But is that worth?
Did you buy it?
Yes.
Then
I bought 2
Everybody
copies.
bought it, so.
Xbox and PS3.
There you go. You just answered it.
Okay, moving on to speaking of next gen. This is from GameStop CEO. Is expecting Xbox 720 and PS4 in 2013.
I don't actually Xbox 720 or PS4.
Yes.
He's
This
saying
is
that
what I
only
have
one of
here.
them is going to come out in
Yeah, I
2013.
think I have.
You have a quote, yeah.
Yeah, this is a quote from the CEO. This week I'm getting a lot of rumors that are very interesting about 2013. We have not been expecting 2 more consoles in 2013. We're expecting Wii U this holiday, another one next year, and another one in 2014. These rumors change every week, but we're hearing more about next year.
It's always been my theory that Xbox was first to the party and they're going to be last to leave. I think Xbox is going to be the last to come out with the 720.
But the whole reason why they were, not the sole reason they're popular, is they had a year head start on PS3.
Yeah, I think that's their only saving grace is the fact that they're first.
Yeah.
I think they have to bank on that.
So I think they're going to want to try to get first again. I think they're really going to push hard to try
The
to
Wii
get
U
first.
beat them.
Well, I mean,
No,
they're
I
not
don't
scared of the Wii U.
Because if the Wii U comes out in 2012 and the 720 comes in 2013 and the PS4 in 2014, I think this could be the beginning of a staggered release schedule for all future consoles. And I kind of like that. I like having a new console every year instead of all of them coming out at
Because then if you want to buy them all,
weeks.
you're dropping loads
It's going to
of
help
money.
my wallet out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like instead of dropping $1,000 for all 3 of them in between 3-week release date, you can wait 2 years and get all of them. I like that idea. In fact, I wish they would do like one year, one next, and one the after.
Maybe we'll turn out like that this
I really hope
next
so.
coming years.
But what about the E3 trend? From what we've seen before, we've had they announce at one E3 like Microsoft and PS3 at least. They announce at one E3 to release the next year, and then on that next E3 they say they show the finished product pretty much,
Yeah.
and then they show out some games, and then they release a few months later.
Yeah.
So unless that trend's out the door now.
Well,
I don't know.
Nintendo stuck to that trend. That's what they did.
Yeah, Wii U announced last year, and then this E3,
Yeah.
they showed it off.
I mean, there are other places to announce hardware. There's CES. A lot of people talked about the 720 being at CES this year, 2012. That never happened. But there's also the Tokyo Game Show, VGAs. I don't think they announced hardware VGAs, but it's a possibility. PAX. There's all these different things they can announce stuff at.
That's true. I think E3 is the biggest still, though.
Yeah.
It's the most widely known, so that's probably why they try to hit that market out.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure.
And so we also have a contradicting story here. This is from Michael Pachter from Game Trailers saying Xbox 720 could be delayed until spring in 2014. Now, this has to do with the hardware issues, though, that Microsoft has been having. Apparently,
Again?
rumors. So how do you guys think that will affect Microsoft?
More Red Ring of Deaths.
It's
Let's
going to
do
come
it
back?
It won't be a ring anymore.
It won't be a ring. It'll be like a dot, or it
Yeah.
just won't turn on.
Well, that's what the new Xbox is now. It's not. They're like, yeah, no more red ring, but it's now a dot, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a red dot of death.
I think it's a little ridiculous. Where we were listening to do a speech or whatever on IGN, I believe, where they were talking about how the processor that they're using has, like, they're producing a lot, but the problem is they're not getting enough because most of them don't work after production. Well, my problem now is when you test a processor, they usually only test a couple things.
Mm-hmm.
When you throw them in the consoles, everything needs to work.
Yeah.
So if you have this high failure rate, how many of these are actually fully 100% functional, and how long are they going to last?
Yeah, exactly.
So
It could work on the factory floor. You ship it to the store, and it might not work.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens there. Moving on to Bethesda. We've had a lot of stories about Bethesda in the last couple of podcasts about their problems with PS3, not releasing DLC. It's all a bunch of terrible stuff, and they're saying they're not yet convinced by the Wii U. So we already know that Wii U dev kits have been sent out to developers for them to look at, start getting familiar with the hardware so they can bring their games. But Bethesda, have they ever had a game on
I don't believe so.
Nintendo?
No, I don't. I know nothing like that.
So it's not a whole
Their
lot
hardware-
surprising that they're not developing for Wii U.
Well, they're not yet convinced. I don't know what that means. If they have the dev kit and they're looking at it, and it's just like it's not powerful enough to run what they want to do with their next gen titles.
Well, the Wii, the other one was, and same with this one, is kind of a little bit behind in hardware specs.
Mm-hmm.
And Bethesda, like you said, always wants to go above and beyond what the hardware usually can do, or just.
Yeah, if Skyrim hardly works on the PS3, powerful console.
So,
I mean,
yeah.
they got a pretty hectic game there. But what do you think this means for the Wii U? Do you think I think we've talked about this before, about it not being up to console, up to even this generation's consoles?
I don't think it's a really big problem. I mean, Nintendo has its blockbusters, Zelda and everyone. Like, I think that kept them afloat, like, before, and it'll do it again, I think.
Yeah, I don't think this is game breaking for Nintendo.
You don't think that? You think that
They'll be okay.
they'll be okay?
Bethesda not supporting them is not going to be the end of Nintendo.
That's true. And they are getting
their
game.
shitty consoles will be the end.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was looking pretty good at Fan Expo.
I'm gonna buy one.
I'll be there day one.
I
Day
really-
one?
I'll be there.
I
robbing
want
the
it to
store
succeed.
before day one.
I want it to succeed.
Okay, actually, let's jump right to this. I forgot to put it in the layout, but this is all strictly rumors. It's a new potential pricing of the Wii U system.
And release date.
I don't have the release date, but you guys know it.
November 11th,
18th.
I heard 18th. I think.
18th.
Yeah.
Me for the yawn.
But we got this weird system. We don't know what these letters stand for, but basically there's 3 console options according to this rumor here. First one $249, second one $299, and the third one, the biggest price jump, is $349.
They're only increments of $50 every time.
Oh, sorry, I was mixing up.
What kind of math are you?
No, the psychological 99 worked on me. I thought it was cheaper than it actually was. But which one of these is too much for you guys, and which one's
$249.
$249 is too much?
Yeah. If they said we're eliminating the $249 one and we're only having $299 and $349, I'll still buy $299 model.
Mm-hmm.
I would not pay $349.
So what do you think the differences will be between these 3 different options?
Marty, your suggestion upstairs was maybe like an extra tablet controller.
I'm saying $249 will get you the one tablet controller, the system, and a Wii Sports type of game. $299 will give you an extra game, and $349 possibly an extra tablet.
The $249 one or $299?
$349 for the extra tablet.
How many? I thought doesn't the system only support one tablet or two tablets?
Two tablets.
Yeah, they just announced 2, but it highly reduces the actual quality of the game.
Really?
Like frame rates drop out and stuff. And
Bad start, Nintendo. Bad start.
yeah, it needs to draw a lot of power just to run those tablets.
Oh, jeez.
Like they shouldn't. I think they maybe should have kind of added another processor or like fixed it up.
Yeah,
Or like whatever the heck their problem is. I mean, at least fixed it up before they were like, oh well, 2-player isn't really possible.
that was one of the biggest complaints when they first announced the Wii U. Is like, who wants to be the guy with the Wii controller?
Yeah.
And Wii nunchuck, when the other guy's having a ball playing on his touchscreen gamepad.
Maybe they should do what maybe they should sell a jump drive processor with the second tablet. You just plug in and draws power from
That'd
that.
be amazing.
I'm just gonna say now that I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago we were predicting the price point in the Wii U, and I said $250
Yeah,
mid-November.
Yeah.
$250 is a very good price.
That's a good entry price.
$250 is ideal. I will go up as high as $300.
I mean,
Not going past $300.
I paid $250 for the Vita plus the damn memory card and the damn game. And
I paid $250 for my 3DS.
yeah, so
I paid like $600 for the Vita. So, friggin' starter.
You also have like 8 tablets.
I have 4 tablets, good sir. Come
8
on
tablets. And you just bought a BlackBerry today. Look at this.
now. Yeah, I did. I like devices. I like electronics.
Do you think they would go that far as to actually include a tablet with it, an extra tablet?
I'm thinking it's gonna be a starter pack. So something like they throw in an HDMI cable, maybe like a headset if they want to do online stuff.
Possibly 2 games, maybe.
Possibly 2 games.
I can't see Nintendo doing this, but the real dick thing would be like $249 would just be the system. And then maybe the $349
peripherals or
would be the
anything,
tablet.
No cables, just
Just the system. No tablet, no cables.
I doubt that though. I don't think
Yeah, I know.
they're gonna charge like $80 for one of these tablets.
Yeah.
I don't think $50 is gonna get you another tablet.
They could be non-HD cables though. This is possible. Either just RCA's or maybe just composite, no HDMI.
I'm still sporting just RCA's for my Nintendo Wii.
No, they never. I've had 2 RCA cables catch on fire, so I got rid of all of them. So
you should have bad luck, man.
it's horrible.
or maybe it's all the electricity that's charging all your fucking tablets.
Hey man, okay, if you could take a thermal shot of my neighborhood, I guarantee my basement's like just pitch red.
Price points aside, I think it's pretty cool that they're launching with 3 different bundles as well as black and white.
Yeah, that's right.
That's pretty.
Soon to be Mario Limited Edition Red, Pokemon Limited Edition Yellow, Blue and Green, and then the Walmart exclusive Blue Walmart.
I wouldn't get that one.
To be honest, every time they release one of these new different colored 3DSs, I want to go buy it. The purple one is
the purple one's
so
nice.
gorgeous.
The Zelda one was nice.
I've never seen one in
The
person.
Pokemon one's flying off the shelves apparently in Japan. So, I hate to say this, I'm just shooting in the dark here, but do you think they could add a subscription service like Xbox? Like maybe the $349 one gives you a year's subscription.
Getting achievements apparently.
Oh, okay. Well, could have saw that coming, but
Are they doing this online?
well, they really need to work on online because the Wii's online wasn't that great. The
It's not
friend
good.
codes is crazy.
Yeah, I know. I didn't.
Like I don't have any friends on Wii because I had no idea what I was doing.
The message system's horrible. Like apparently somebody sent me a message, no notification. I gotta go back and just notice that he sent me a message.
Yeah.
It's not good.
But then again, the 3DS is new, like a new console for them, and you still have to use friend codes.
It's working though.
It is.
It's
it is
better
working.
than the Wii's.
It is, yeah, because of the wireless connectivity and stuff, QR codes and what have you. But
Yeah.
And it doesn't, from what I've seen, it doesn't seem like they changed their overall style too much. Like I know this is the Wii. I mean, are they gonna be Wii, whatever next numbered for the next console?
Yeah. It's
Is Wii like their staple console now?
No, I hope not.
as much as a Nintendo fan as I am, I think the Wii was the iPhone 4 and the Wii U is pretty much the iPhone 4S.
That's what I'm feeling.
That's what
yeah.
I'm feeling.
So that's
Yeah.
exactly what I'm getting at.
We're getting you instead of Siri.
Because like it was based on the menus I've seen of just people playing them like at conferences and stuff. the menu looks Wii like.
Well, I hope they keep the Wii menu music.
It's so annoying.
I love the music.
The Wii U menu.
Yeah, but
it has the tiles like or the TV.
I can't remember. It looks pretty similar. I'm not sure if it has the tiles and all that stuff, but I remember it looking pretty similar. So it might just be a little upgrade, and then maybe they'll come out with a new console 3 years, 4 years from now.
I think that's what everyone's kind of worried about. That's why a lot of developers maybe aren't kind of like with Bethesda. I don't know about other ones, but maybe that's why they're kind of shying away. Maybe they have some insider information, right? Saying
and just doing ports to it, like Mass Effect, Batman Arkham City.
That's very true.
Armored Edition.
Armored Edition.
Yeah, it was like it was in the news that we wouldn't be getting Zelda until 2014.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Bother clicking it.
See, is this Nintendo messing up again? Like, we need launch day titles. That's what sells consoles.
Zelda sells.
Launch day titles always suck though. Like you
what's
go
wrong,
with any
though?
system, launch titles always suck. It usually takes like a year for good titles.
Resistance was amazing for PS3.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna say that
MotorStorm.
MotorStorm was really good.
Yep.
Was that a launch day one? That was a launch
That came
day
with
one.
the
eh?
PS3.
bundle.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Good stuff. Okay. Speaking of more hardware news, we have Valve is recruiting for a hardware industrial designer. Now, you had said if Valve came up with a console,
If they came up with a Steam console, I'd jump ship. I don't get it.
would you
I-
abandon everything else?
I would. I'd definitely not buy any. I'd keep what I had. I wouldn't buy anything else. So
No, okay.
I
why
wouldn't-
is that? Like,
What?
Why are you so devoted to Steam and Valve?
because I seen what their online their Steam service is like, and their amazing sales and their prices, and you can't beat that.
They
You can't
care
beat
about gamers.
exactly. They have that heart that you don't see in other developers and
The Steam
companies.
sales are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Can you imagine having that on a console?
75% off.
I would be. They would have my credit card number permanently
Didn't you
indented
spend
in
like
their database.
$200 on games you didn't want?
Yeah, like okay, for the Sega collection, which is normally $550, something like that, I got it for $49.99.
That's amazing. See, like shit like that.
Like
If I
that
had
was
that on
awesome.
Xbox, oh man, they had like amazing deals like that. Make a console. I'd buy it.
I'm all horny for this console now, just talking about it.
I'll just buy it because it's something new. I mean,
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of speculation of whether it's new hardware or new console, because earlier we had rumors about them coming with a new console. They said that's not true. So I have a quote. It's just, they're very disappointed with the innovation in the PC market, and they said even basic input, the keyboard and mouse, haven't really changed in any meaningful way over the years. So do you think they're going to come up with the console, or maybe some other hardware peripheral type thing?
I think they're gonna make a gamepad, keyboard-like thing, and probably a mouse, like something kind of like Razer. Like Razer has their gaming series, it'll be the Steam or Valve gaming series, and I would buy that. That's pretty sweet actually, but I don't think it's gonna be a console because they have stated repeatedly they don't want to make a console.
Yeah.
So to kind of go back on saying it over and over again, I mean, I don't know.
Well, I think if these rumors keep getting out, and people like Marty here and Adriano getting too excited for the,
man. I'm smiling
Steam
just thinking
console.
about a Steam console.
I think they might actually consider making one. I'm not sure if I would pick it up or not. I don't know.
I would.
I'm kind of worried about Steam though because like they have a lot of developers. I realize that, but like all the big ones they're either leaving or they have their own. Like Uplay is now almost like Steam,
Mm-hmm.
and
EA's Origin.
like that. I don't
EA
like that
took
service.
off all their games
their
off of
games.
Steam. So
including support. If some of the older games that they don't have on Origin,
Yeah.
if they're on Steam and it doesn't work, you can't get support.
like as much as a lot of people hate hate EA, some of their games are still pretty good, and you want to play them, right?
Crisis is amazing.
Yeah. Mass Effect's an EA game.
Battlefield.
Need for Speed. So
This-
would
this
you
is
be
how
willing
they
to give
keep
up
us-
those type of games for just a Steam console?
Need for Speed? Hell yeah.
Give up Need for Speed?
I very much enjoyed the last Hot
I'll just play the old ones.
That's right. Yeah.
That's a good question. Yeah, I don't know, because they are kind of dictatorship when it comes to consoles and stuff like that. I don't know. Ask me again next week. I'll answer
All right,
if I
cool.
could give up Mass Effect and Need for Speed.
Well, I know you're not in support of a new Mass Effect game after Shepard.
I want it to end. I don't want them to keep on putting stuff in the universe. Like I like it having. I think there's just the right amount of comic books and just the right amount of novels and iPad games and
iPad
stuff.
games, yeah.
iPhone, iPad games,
Yeah.
whatever. Like I just wanted it to be done and just to have its solid story. I don't want any more.
I was talking with a couple of my friends on Xbox, and we were saying like they could do the First Contact Wars, or even the Rachni Wars. You know,
There was the one comic deals with the elusive. I haven't read this one yet, but the elusive man in the Tyrian War.
okay, yeah.
So, but I now that there's a comic book about the Tyrian War, I don't want a game based on
Well,
it.
I had even thought
I don't want to fucking around with the timeline.
I had even thought of maybe being back in the Prothean era, and you play as the Protheans. No interest?
No, I
Okay.
wouldn't play that one.
That's why I'm on a podcast. Yeah, not writing for new games. Okay, so we talked about this last week. The PlayStation Vita just got PS1 classics, but they only got 9.
Well done.
While the rest of the world loved their other 129, I think it was
110.
110 PS1s. But in recent times, we have gotten more PS1 games on the Vita,
Yeah, we're going from 9 to 35.
9 to 35. So still not as much, but it's getting there.
It's a big improvement, though. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't just add like 1 or something.
And some of the games were looking pretty good.
Rayman 1 and 2, Tekken 1 and 2. Yep. Medal of Honor, I guess.
That's good
Oh,
stuff.
Oddworld. There we go.
Yeah?
Yeah. Announcements like this make me want to go out and buy a PS1 rather than play them on a Vita.
I don't know. The Vita's a pretty good platform. I played it would be a PS2 game, but MGS3 on it, and it's great. I mean,
The
the
Vita's
graphics
amazing.
don't look bad. I know they updated the graphics, but they look good on a console, on a handheld. I mean, so
I hope they integrate the Vita into the next PlayStation generation. Hope they don't like make another handheld.
You know they will.
that's interesting because they are putting a lot of Vita support into the PS3 now, the cross controller and the crossplay kind of stuff.
I'm thinking they're doing that almost like a beta for the PlayStation, trying to get some data like who's using it, who's not, what's happening. And
The
all
PS
that.
Vita 2.
Well, I'm wondering if like they're gonna keep the Vita, and then they're gonna move it over to like the next gen console, and they're using the current gen console as kind of like, okay, what do gamers like with the crossplay? What's selling? What isn't?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, there's no Vita 2. It might be like a Vita Slim. There probably will be a Vita Slim.
Yeah,
But
I can definitely see that. Yeah, hopefully with higher storage devices.
I know this is kind of rewinding a bit, but what is their logic behind the title Vita? Like, have they ever explained why they gave it?
It means life.
Okay, I know that, but like, why?
I don't know why they just didn't stay with PSP.
Yeah,
It worked. PlayStation Portable. I was fine with that. Maybe they just wanted to separate it from the PSP because the PSP didn't do that well. It sold a lot of systems and the games kind of fell off near the end. Last couple of years have been terrible for PSP games. So I'm wondering if they're just trying to distance themselves a bit from the PSP.
And the whole time people are playing the PSP, they're like, man, where's my second thumbstick?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
that was a terrible engineering problem. That was horrible. Like whoever tested that should have probably told
Yeah.
them, been like, man, like what the heck's going on here? Like
Yeah.
there was even like a plastic just space there.
There was an empty space mocking us.
Yeah, it was like, come on, man.
Especially on the PSP Go.
like,
When they
oh.
announced the PSP Go, I was like, holy shit, that thing has 2 thumbsticks.
Yeah. Nope. Start and select button.
God, did that thing even sell? PSP Go,
I don't
they're
know
like
what the
digital
I don't-
only, and then it was like, oh well, never mind.
Scott Pilgrim got one.
It's a bad idea.
But yeah, and then back to the Vita thing. The rumored developing title of the PS4 was Orbis, which means circle. So it was Circle of Life. Exactly.
Okay.
I really hope the PS4 isn't the PlayStation Orbis.
Yeah.
All over myself.
Okay. So speaking of more PS1 games, we have Microsoft is revealing a list of Xbox Live games coming to Windows 8. We all know you use Windows 8.
I do love myself a good tile.
But yeah, I have a list of the games here if I can bring it up. I don't know if I can.
I have it as well.
You got it there? Go
Yeah.
ahead.
We got Angry Birds, the original Angry Birds Space. Cut the Rope, Fruit Ninja. I'm just naming off the ones that I recognize. Jetpack Joyride. If you don't have that on your iPad, go get it right now. Microsoft Minesweeper.
With achievement, I'm gonna 1000G that bitch.
Pac-Man. It's Nothing too spectacular on this list. to be
And a lot
honest.
of them are like iOS originals.
There's 40 on this list.
40 in total.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these excite you guys at all?
No, I could care less.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna go as long as possible without upgrading to Windows 8.
I'm building a
I
computer.
wouldn't even
around that
recommend
time,
it.
so-
I haven't. I mean, I can't really say. I haven't tried it. I don't care for Windows at all. But it just doesn't look like it's gonna be that great.
Yeah, I don't.
The development kit for the Kinect for PC has been released though, which is kind of exciting
Oh, here
sounding.
we go.
I love when the Kinect was released and then like PC developers got their hands on it and they were doing better stuff than Microsoft.
Yeah.
And Microsoft was like, "No, you can't do that." And then like a couple months later, they're like, "Okay, we fully support our PC developers with the Kinect."
It's so ridiculous.
They were doing so much better things with it.
Well,
It's
actually,
crazy.
the one person we had on the show before, Aaron, he was talking to me the other day, and he was saying something very interesting. Where if you go on any forum, and he like lives on the internet, any forum or anything like that, he says everyone he's ever seen on there is bitching about the tiles, and
Mhm.
like they're bitching on Microsoft forums. He says like, shouldn't a company kind of react to this? And no, they're saying no, you'll like it, you'll get used to it. But
Isn't
people
that what
don't-
Windows has always done though?
yeah, but not really though, because everyone's now used to start menu, taskbar, task manager, and everyone likes 7. I realize they always have the trend of good OS, bad OS, good OS, but I mean,
Okay. Okay, go ahead. Finish.
no, but like it's just why don't they change it if no one likes it?
I if they changed it, because I am bored of the Windows look.
Mhm.
I am bored of taskbar. I am bored of the Windows Explorer look. I wish there was a change.
Not that.
Just not tiles. Absolutely not tiles. Like we've already seen a preview with it on Windows phones and Xbox 360, and we fucking hate it there. Like we're gonna hate this one.
I mean, it looks nice. It makes for a good looking display, but when you actually go to use it, it's not that practical.
I like it on it. I would like it on a tablet. I with a few tweaks like Outlook.com. That I really like. There's only like 4 tiles,
Yeah.
but I mean they works really well.
Mm-hmm.
They're forcing everything into the tile system, and I think they should have different menus too.
Do you think there's gonna be an option where you can just turn off tiles, go back to the Windows 7 look?
There was, I think
I think the beta.
they took that out though. I think.
Really?
I think they said that after dev, I'm not 100% sure, but we were talking about this in my program, my school program, and they were saying that after dev, it was only put in so devs could use something they were used to, and it was going to be removed in the full release.
Because I'm pretty sure in our program, Ryan Ait, his tablet had a taskbar style Windows 8 operating system.
Yeah. It was
And then I don't know I don't know if he's still using that or.
Hmm.
But I know there was one, and but according to Matt here, he's saying that it was just for developers.
Apparently, I'm not 100% sure, but we were talking about that in school. So
Okay.
Just to mention another game on this list, Connectimals Unleashed.
Oh, Unleashed.
So-
Look out.
So look out. Yes.
That's what you need.
at least it's not Revelations. I mean.
Connectables came out for iOS, did it not?
Did it actually?
It did, I believe. I
What?
think it-
Local app correspondent, check it out, and we'll move on to the next story.
Yeah.
How many guys watch G4? And
I'm
you guys
not
watch?
getting that.
Any
That's-
no,
that's
I don't
not
mean
here.
get it. I just mean make sure it's there, so we're not.
I don't watch G4.
You don't watch G4, Matt?
I,
G4 at all?
I thoroughly enjoy G4 Tech TV.
G4, Marty.
I used to enjoy G4 Tech
Mhm.
TV.
It's
in
changed a lot.
the golden days.
Yes. So they are completely changing. They're owned by NBC Universal. G4 hasn't been doing that great in the past few years. They used to be a tech show channel, and they've kind of gotten rid of it all. Like X-Play and here in Canada we have what's
We have reviews on the run
Reviews on the Run
and X-Play as well as EP.
EP Daily, right?
Yeah.
Electric Playground.
Yeah. And that's about it. Everything else is like what's that cop show? What's the
Campus PD.
Campus PD, which I actually enjoy. I love that. That's pretty good.
I don't understand their AD.
That's really confusing. I don't know.
I don't know
it
what
is.
that means.
Yeah.
Like, I got
Oh, ADD.
yeah. Like, why are there people like from the 20s dancing? Like, what's going on? Like,
It's really random, yeah. But yeah, they're going under complete mix-up. They're changing their name possibly, and they're gonna become more like a GQ magazine style modern male show. What do you guys think about that?
oh, give me some of that. No, not at
Now
all.
I guess they promised to keep some of their established shows like X-Play and
Attack of the Show.
Attack of the Show.
Reviews on the run. Come on.
I don't no word on those, but yet.
I stopped watching Attack of the Show once Kevin Pereira left.
Yeah, me and Matt were talking about this. Adam Sessler had been fired a couple months back.
A couple months before Kevin Pereira.
Right before E3, he got fired.
Yep.
And I had first thought that he asked for more money, and they said no, so they fired him. But now I'm thinking that he left because he saw the changes happening at G4.
Same with Kevin, because Kevin loved that. Like, he was crazy for that show.
Kevin seems to love Attack of the Show, been on it for 10 years. And he just left.
Which was weird. Like,
yeah.
You could kind of see things falling apart now. Like, I'm wondering if maybe they were saying your show's going to be canceled, or whether they're saying, maybe only a weekly show, or, different contract, whatever. But that's it's not good.
Now, if you get all your gaming news from G4, like you say, you watch like E3 there, CES, Comic-Con, they still promise to have those showings as well. So that's
I noticed that their Comic-Con and E3 coverage in the past few years has not been as full as it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching Spike this year.
Yeah.
Game
that's
trailers.
What I watched,
Yeah.
And X-Play, they didn't show Microsoft's conference until the middle of the day when it actually starts at I think 9.
Started at 9, yeah.
Pacific. So
I don't know what's going on. I personally just use Twitter now for that, because E3 just tweets everything new, and that's all I really want to see.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I used to watch. Like, a lot of people do still like it, but I mean, that's probably the only reason why they're keeping it.
Yeah. Do you find Connectables?
Yeah, I found Connectables. $3.
That's good stuff.
Buy it.
Yeah. Seller, Microsoft Corporation.
What are the reviews like on there? How many stars do you get?
We have a average star rating of 3 out of 5.
That's not terrible.
It's not
It's
bad.
really not terrible.
It's it's being brought down by glitches, not necessarily gameplay.
Oh, okay.
I will not be buying this app, just so you guys know. I will, however, download the light version.
Okay, cool. You'll have that for us next week?
I'll have it for you in a few moments.
Okay. So, I need you to talk about this next one, though. This
Okay.
is Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, announced at PAX.
Woo!
I'm crazy excited. Marty hasn't even played the MGS games. He's excited.
Yeah, this got me excited.
So we're seeing the return of Naked Snake, or Big Boss. He's a little bit older, and it looks like they're going kind of back to the roots of Metal Gear Solid. I'm pretty excited. The graphics look amazing. That's in-game graphics.
Yeah, this was it was all in-game footage they showed. It was about 15 minutes, I believe.
11, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Not a whole lot of gameplay was shown at all.
Oh yeah, him ducking under searchlights.
Yeah.
Him hopping in a truck, quickly getting out of that truck,
Yeah.
calling in a helicopter, and getting out of there.
Yes, that was it.
Still, go check it out. It's pretty cool.
But is absolutely gorgeous looking. I don't believe it's this console.
They're saying it is. Kojima said it's all this generation.
Really?
Yeah, it's part of his Fox Engine.
3 discs on PS3.
That'd be spectacular.
That's horrible.
You'd be playing that
so
game
much.
forever. One of the cool parts was it's open world,
Mm-hmm.
which I really like. I love open world games. Matt, I think you said you can't play anything except for open world, right?
Yeah, I'm getting kind of sick and tired of playing these soldier games where they're like, okay, we're gonna stay back here and you go in this fixed path and go kill the army for us, please. Like, I mean, come on. I want to just drive around.
And then real quick, do you remember that little kid with the Walkman and the?
I do.
They're this isn't official, but they're rumoring that it could be Raiden.
It doesn't look like Raiden.
No, he's a kid. I mean,
Oh man.
I don't know.
that's just one speculation, and we don't know who the scarred man is, the burnt-up face.
It's hard to know anything in MGS because it's batshit crazy.
Especially we heard their Japanese voiceovers, not the Western
Isn't
voiceovers.
yeah, there's subtitle versions though, right?
It's all
Yeah, it's
subtitled,
subtitled, yeah.
but we don't have the actual actors who play the main characters in Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Okay, and on to our last topic. Triple A games are dying. This comes out of Assassin's Creed 3 developers. Any merit to this statement?
I believe Matt said he agreed with this.
Yeah, I do agree with this statement actually. Mostly because I kind of find myself playing Minecraft more than anything,
Mm-hmm.
which I realize now Minecraft is as on the Xbox, but I find myself playing the PS3, the PC version more than anything. Like, I don't know, it just seems to me that people are kind of sick and tired of these big companies releasing something, promising things, either not delivering those promises, not doing well, etc., and charging big money for when things that indie developers kind of give out for like $10.
Yeah.
So I mean,
go ahead, Mark.
The developers actually said that AAA projects like Assassin's Creed won't be around for much longer, which I call BS on. They're gonna make those games forever.
Yeah, they're gonna be.
There's gonna be 30 Assassin's Creed. Let's be honest.
that's good stuff.
I think AAA titles are gonna go away. I think there's gonna be a lot more indie stuff.
So just in addition to AAA titles.
But you're still gonna have Gears of War every year or every other year. You're gonna have Assassin's Creed every year or every other year.
Yep.
But they're not going anywhere. I'm calling it right now.
They said they're the last of the dinosaurs. That was their quote.
Ubisoft said we're the last of the dinosaurs, or AAA games are the last of
The Assassin's Creed developer said that.
Does it give a name of a guy, like who actually said it?
Hutchinson.
By E3 2013, that guy will be fired or gone.
Just because of the statement?
No, just because he doesn't know what he's doing in his
Oh,
job.
okay. Now, I don't remember if this happened during the last end of the generation of consoles, but a lot of developers are scared to bring out new IPs. So do you think it's just a fatigue of all these sequels, and it's only because we're at the end of the generation of this console?
I think we need to start making some original stuff. I mean, I realize some things are going to be mirroring each other, like Sleeping Dogs. We, of course, just compared it to Grand Theft Auto, but
It is a good break from Grand Theft Auto.
It's a massive break.
It is a worthy try, because there's a lot of companies out there that try to mask Grand Theft Auto for a long time, and
it's pretty hard to do that, though.
yeah, but
right?
Sleeping Dogs is
noble.
good effort.
Yeah,
good effort. If they just like I say the same thing about the first Dead Island game, like it was a good try on their part. If they do another one, they can polish it up and clean it up.
And then Marty will play that for forever too.
Oh, Don Riptide, so excited.
It's in water, man. It's in water.
But my theory, and I've had this theory for a while, is that when time comes around for next gen consoles, we're gonna be launching launch day with all sequels, no original IPs at all.
Because they're playing it safe, right?
They're playing it safe.
It's just you're already selling to a market that already knows it.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, I'm happy we see these new IPs like The Last of Us, Watch Dogs.
Bethesda's doing Dishonored,
which
looks very much like BioShock Infinite.
And
these games look almost clones of each other.
Yeah, I know. And I've also heard developers say that it's too risky to come up with new IPs at this current time.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
The only I agree with bullshit most of the time. The only thing I would say is because The Last of Us.
Mm-hmm.
I remember asking you this, and the Naughty Dog is the developer.
Yep.
They said like this would be the only one on the PlayStation 3.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a second one, it would be on the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, definitely.
Because then if you try to sell like The Last of Us 2 to somebody who has a PS4 and didn't have a PS3, they might not be interested because they didn't play the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So that aspect I kind of agree with. That if they only do the first title of it, it's a marketing thing.
We've had this happen before, though. Like Killzone came out on PS2. The 2 sequels came out on PS3.
Now, why don't
So
they
it is
include, like, a
possible.
It is
but
possible, but I think for most of the time they would like to play it safe.
I never even heard of Killzone, and I love the second game.
Yeah. You gonna get that HD pack they just announced?
Nope.
That costs money.
I have a thing about HD collection. I don't like them.
Why don't they just allow a downloadable game? Like, you buy Last of Us 2, for example, and you get a free code to download Last of Us 1 on the PlayStation Store or whatever.
Yeah, that makes sense actually. But do they want to give up?
They're not going to do that.
People like money.
Like by that time, the Last of Us 1 is going to be like 3-4 years old.
And
I have an HD collection.
And that
of
code
them.
in the box for
HD
Last of Us 2 is not going to be a free download for Last of Us. It's going to be an advertisement to go buy Last of Us on the PlayStation.
That's true. Well, maybe even a pre-order bonus, maybe. But it is kind of a far shot.
And then there's stuff like established titles that we know are going to come. I'm thinking Uncharted 4 might be a launch day title for PS4. That would sell a lot of systems right there. I mean, I'm getting it day one anyway, but if I wasn't getting day one, I'd be getting day one because of that.
Is Beyond Two Souls supposed to be coming out on the PS3?
PS3, yeah. That looks amazing too. Holy crap!
Yeah.
The games I'm most excited about are new IPs. I mean,
I think it's safe to say everyone was blown away by Watch Dogs.
What about
Mhm.
yeah, Watch Dogs looks amazing, but that's not. They never actually confirmed it's going to be Xbox 360 or it was an Xbox 360 controller, but it was on a PC. They were running it.
high-end PC.
Yeah.
Very high-end because that looked amazing.
Yeah. What's this title that I keep on seeing like a banner or thumbnail of? Remember Me.
Oh, it was announced at Gamescom over there in Germany. Just a title by I think Capcom title.
Oh.
It's just like a futuristic memory-based game.
Quickly developed.
It looks like it. I watched like a 10-minute, 15-minute thing of it.
Short dev time.
Yeah, short dev time. Just get that sucker out of here.
No, seriously, it does.
Oh, good.
Yeah, the voice acting is a little bit shady.
Good God.
Yeah, that's all that is.
All right.
It has to do with like memories and stuff. So it's in the future. They have these weird things on the back of their necks. I saw her like destroy this one guy's memory. He, like over flooded his memory and he died. It was it was pretty terrible. But that's what that was. Any further comments?
No, sir.
Now I'm a little tired.
Okay, let's move on to the rants so we can get this done for Adriano here.
You can go to bed.
First rant is ad support. This is all Matt Lawrence right here.
Thank you, Xbox. I only pay $59 a freaking month. I've been through 12 consoles, and I currently have 5 in my house. Just in case. Just in case. And I log on there, and I get told that Rogers
His
is
name's Matt
amazing.
Lawrence. If anybody wants to go rob him.
Hey, man. they're all the
His
old
address
consoles. Only 2 of them work, people, okay? Calm
Address, phone numbers, and a list of fears. All right, go ahead.
down. But, like, why do I need to see the Rogers ads? Why do I need to see the Netflix ads? I like the big middle tile that tells me all the new stuff. I agree with that. I realize maybe that is technically advertising.
Well, I mean, it's ads for the
Yeah.
XBLA.
console,
Yeah.
But why do I need to see Rogers tablets? Why do I need to see all this? I pay for this service.
Yeah.
Maybe silver members, they don't pay,
Yeah.
ad supported. We've seen a lot of that. But I mean, like, why do I pay and then not get no ads?
Mm-hmm.
That tile could be used for something. Maybe a custom tile. Put stuff in there that you need.
That would make it a little bit better if they made the tiles customizable.
That would be amazing, actually.
Yeah.
Then I'd go get Windows 8.
They're not customizable?
I don't know.
They're set.
The Windows one would probably be somewhat customizable, but like if the Xbox ones were,
That would be.
they give you like at the top where it says Bing Home, Social, whatever. They give you like your home one is completely, you can do whatever you want. On
Oh,
it.
okay, cool.
Never stray away from that one.
Amazing.
So that would be cool.
And then the Kindle just announced yesterday,
Today or yesterday, I don't remember the.
September 6th something.
Yeah.
Past midnight.
No.
Yesterday.
But you said they're going to have ads right when you boot the system up.
Well, they said that the Kindle itself is going to be ad supported.
Ad supported.
Now, I didn't really look too in depth in this, but that's what it sounds like. Boot it up, and it's like ad or like an ad tile almost. I realize they're not tiles. And I can't be like, don't quote me on this. I'm not really sure exactly what this means, but when you say a tablet is ad supported, that's exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Like, I mean that.
I mean,
come on.
traditionally, if you pay for something, no ads.
Yeah.
If you want a good service for free, they have ads, and you just kind of deal with it.
Yeah, exactly.
So now they're adding. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is how cable TV was. When cable TV first came out, it was a paid service. They said there's going to be no ads, and then ads slowly started creeping in every 5 minutes or so into our TV shows.
I think it kind of like what you're saying. Cable TV is, well, it's dying.
Yeah.
TV is generally dying. Like, I took business class a while ago, but they were saying that the biggest money is in product placements. When you see a video game character drinking a Coke in a thing, that was maybe $2 billion versus that 10-minute Coke ad was maybe $2 million.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, this could be one of these product placement things, but I don't understand why we need to see this everywhere. It's starting to get a little ridiculous.
Marty, what the fuck you doing over there?
Yeah, what are
I
you doing
am
over there?
currently petting my
Skittles.
Bengal tiger cub.
Skittles.
What did you name it?
I chose not to
It's
name
Skittles. Remember from E3?
it. Skittles, yes.
Skittles.
Skittles.
The music's pretty ballin'. You want to hear him purr? Don't buy Connectimals on the App Store. That is my review.
Come on, that's pretty cute.
Cute.
A little bit?
Look, okay,
Oh, good God,
kid
Ryan,
with
you're
a
gonna buy
tablet
it,
would
aren't
love
you?
I'm
that.
not gonna buy that. No.
$3. Don't buy it.
A parent would buy that.
Just give it to their kid and they
Yeah.
can play with Skittles.
I'd let him play with Skittles. Go ahead. Actually, no, I wouldn't. That's an expensive tablet. Little bugger.
Well, I'm sure if it's on iOS, wouldn't it be on Windows 8 phone thing?
I wouldn't want like any kid touching any electronic, not even a controller.
Yeah, I get nervous when my 4-year-old nephew holds like my brother-in-law's iPhone,
No.
and like he'll
Jeez.
just because he'll have like a Thomas game on there or a Thomas video, and then he'll get excited and he'll just grip it, but he'll raise it up like this, and he gets into the throwing position, and just like, and we're all nervous, but my brother was like, he's not gonna throw it, and he just like brings it down all calmly, like, holy shit.
I think he knows he's got you by the balls.
Yeah. like, wow. It's not even my phone, but I'm freaking out.
Just so you know, you can transfer your Cubs from this app to your 360.
Oh man.
If
That's
you're really
good stuff.
hardcore Connectables player,
Yeah.
you can transfer your code. Okay, and then real quick, we just threw this in. Need for Speed titles. What the hell's going on with them?
Oh, I think it was 2 years ago now. They released the Need for Speed Hot Pursuit.
Loved that game.
You love that game?
Oh, it's so good.
I have a problem with the naming of it because the game already exists, and it came out on PS1, PS2.
What if they called it Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2010?
That'd be awesome.
But no, it was just.
But it was a gorgeous
Same
game.
title.
It looked
It was-
fun.
it was
I
nice.
played the demo, and now they have Need for Speed Most Wanted coming out, which came back out on the 360 launch, right?
Yep, 3 launch title. Yep.
And that's my favorite Need for Speed game of all time. And now
Well,
they're
it was a 360 launch.
Yep.
yeah, I believe it was on the
So this one's coming out on the same gen.
Yep.
yes.
Same title.
Oh,
This is another one of these.
yeah, that is a
sequels.
little weird. Now I agree with you.
Yeah,
I thought it was an Xbox original.
but I don't know if these are reboots or remakes or what
It's
are
confusing, right?
Yes.
Okay, it's a racing game. There's no real story.
Because
But there was in
Yeah,
Most
yeah.
Wanted.
That game actually had like a
Okay,
legit
they're
story.
all self-contained titles. They're not literally. It's just a name.
It's bullshit.
I mean, Hot Pursuit looked the same as the first one too, didn't it?
Yes.
They
Yeah,
looked the same.
Yeah, they.
Just updated graphics.
This new Most Wanted looks more like Hot Pursuit than it did the original Most Wanted. In my opinion.
At least they actually like distinguished with a number.
I think they should just call it by year now instead of calling the next one Hot Pursuit 2 or
just Need for Speed 2012.
that.
Yeah, because I mean, what's the big difference between the games? Different locations, different
On
cars.
the run,
I mean,
run is different. Like a lot.
Was that
different.
game any good?
No, it was horrible.
All right.
oh, the one where you can get out of your car and run in QuickTime
Wasn't
events.
there
right?
like a Michael Bay trailer that they had? Michael Bay produced a trailer for that game.
Yeah, I think he helped. I think
my
he helped
God.
write the
Holy
story
man.
or something.
Reason enough to not buy it right there. Michael Bay's attached to it.
Was there just explosions and everywhere?
Yeah.
Okay, so that wraps up everything for this edition of the Shoulder Button Boys. You can follow us on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
You can like us on Facebook, and you can subscribe to youtube.com/the Shoulder Button Boys. Check out the other videos. This is our 6th episode. We gonna do anything special for our 10th episode, or just maybe video? Maybe we'll be on video by then.
Maybe video. Yeah.
And nude.
I'm not gonna throw a vote in for that.
Yeah, okay. And we'll leave you with what was that one? What was the
It's the Justice League Earth's Final Defense.
Justice League music? All right. Good night, everybody.
You can be Aquaman.